Hey, what's up, traders? This is the watch list video. Second one I've made tonight because the first one, I haven't done this in a while. The first one I made with the microphone, big red light in my face, and I didn't notice it. So I said some really astute stuff, and now you're going to get the shorthand version because now I'm annoyed. But man, you missed a gem. Anyway, the SPY, there's the daily, which you can't even really, doesn't even look like a candle. I'll zoom in and kind of show you what I'm talking about. So after 6.5 hour trading session, it basically, basically closed about where it opened. Here's the intraday, and I'm going to pan back out to show you that. Nothing really exciting. I'll take a quick drink there because this is my second attempt at the video. Pretty dead day, especially the afternoon. Nick C in chat gave us SQ, which I already had on the watch list because yesterday's high, 65.11. I think I said in the video last night, maybe through 65 tomorrow, which would be today, right? Maybe it takes out that 65.11 and then maybe it takes out this 65.75, which, by the way, it did all of that. But Nick's great idea was well below 65 because we never know when we make a video. We never know how they're going to open, right? So he called it, this is the opening candle right here. He basically called an opening range breakout somewhere around 64.40, which happened right there. And it ended up taking out those other catalysts. So from 64.40 pretty quickly to 65.85. As a day trader, you guys know that's a money call. Great heads up by Nick C. And that's it. It was a dead day, so I'm not going to go into any other stuff. I did play a couple pullbacks and stuff. But anyway, here's what we're watching, or here's what I'm watching tomorrow. Hopefully you guys will be watching it with me. VKTX, massive breakout today. We're certainly going to watch that one. BMEA, same thing, massive breakout. PYXS had the gap up yesterday in a red candle and then absolutely ripped today. As I'm talking, and after hours, it went out at 438, so it did continue in after hours, which oftentimes when you get an intraday like this on big volume and it flags at the highs and it doesn't roll over, shorts generally try to get out in after hours. So it did break 420 in after hours and went to, like, I don't know, 445 or something. Could have had a trade in it. I wasn't able to stick around after hours, so I didn't get a shot at it. But anyway, definitely going to watch that one tomorrow. OSCR closed well off of its highs today, but I'm still going to watch it. It had massive volume. SI, I got to go to 15-minute candles to show you this one. So I had the big rip from, somewhere around $1 to almost 220 3 sessions ago. Then Nicholas in chat gave us the idea over 196 yesterday, and it went pretty quickly to 245. That's a huge percentage move. And then today we had it on watch again, but it didn't do anything. It ran early and then just fizzled out. But because of the recent 3-day action, I'm going to put it on a chart, see if we get an A+ setup. You guys know I don't hold overnight, and I certainly wouldn't hold something like SI overnight. But you never know. Like when something like this, I don't even know if the bank is operating anymore, honestly. But I've said this before. Sometimes when it doesn't make sense for something to be going higher, that's the best fuel in the world to make it go higher because, shorts pile in and say, this doesn't make sense. And they think it's crazy. And so they keep shorting. And then if it keeps running, the only way out is to buy to cover, which gives you these little mini short squeezes. So for that reason, I am going to have it on a chart. All right. OSCR. Wait a minute. I already did that one. AMC is what I meant to do next. AMC had talks about Amazon looking to buy them, so it had a big rip. If you were around in chat today, I did give the idea right there as it was coming back. It was heading back down. I call it a 5 buy zone whole number flush idea. And this is kind of interesting what happened with me. Look what it did. It went to 499. I swear to God, I was bidding 498. So I did not get filled, but I did get filled at 502. As we often talk about in chat, a lot of times we think, we've seen stocks that you're looking for a whole number flush in a buy zone and you don't get it, right? It never takes out the whole number. So a lot of us have talked about this. A lot of us have started bidding in front of the whole number. I had a 502 bid and I had a 498 bid. So I did get filled on the 502 and got a quick bounce all the way up to 520, 530 something actually. So I made some good money there. Over $600 probably in 10 minutes just on that. But I did not get my fill. I would have had more shares had I. So, but anyway, it held up fairly well, I guess. But after talking about on Twitter, whoever it was, Charlie Gasparino or something, basically came back and said, but wait, Amazon may buy AMC, but they want to buy it as a distressed property. And I think that is about when people that were chasing it went, whoops, maybe it's not going to run up here. But having said that, there's a lot of shorts in the name, and there's some decent price support down below. So I'm going to put AMC on watch. All right, NOTE had the big rip 4 sessions ago. They actually had earnings, I think, last night or this morning before the open, but you can see a gap down, but held up really well after earnings. So this one's interesting because big volume here, then a red day, and it's already starting to curl back up. So definitely going to keep an eye on NOTE tomorrow. FSLY, yesterday's high 1663, today's high 1659. So if we get over today's high, you got yesterday's high, and then maybe it can get enough juice to make a run at this 1718. And if you break that, could be considered another catalyst. GBNH had a big pop 3 sessions ago, quiet inside day, and then another big pop, but closing well off its highs. I'm going to watch it, but I think, and double check this, I think they report before the opening bell tomorrow. So this chart may be a moot point, if you will. Hell, they might open at $3 tomorrow, and they might open at 30 cents. So I am going to keep it on watch, though. We'll see what happens in pre-market. And then NAAS, I don't like the fact that it closed at 666. That can't be a good sign, but it's getting big volume lately, so I'm going to keep an eye on that. And then, as always, we will work together as a group in the chat room in pre-market to build a list of morning gappers, add it to this list, and hopefully we'll find some nice trades tomorrow. All right, guys, I'm done babbling. We'll see you in chat.